I'm going to be doing my project on Addison's disease and its signal transduction pathway. I'll be describing the normal signal transduction pathway. It starts in the hypothalamus. When the body experiences stress, the hypothalamus releases a hormone called CRH. When CRH is released, it causes the pituitary gland to release ACTH. Once ACTH is released from the pituitary gland, it travels down to the adrenal glands and binds to the G protein coupled receptor MC2R. When ACTH binds to MC2R, it activates an enzyme called adenylate cyclase. This enzyme converts ATP into CAMP, which is a secondary messenger. CAMP then activates protein kinase A because it binds to the regulatory subunits of it. When protein kinase A is activated, it leads to the production of cortisol. As a result, aldosterone is also released. The cellular response of this signal transduction pathway is nutrient mobilization because cortisol helps to mobilize energy sources such as glucose. Increased cortisol levels create a negative feedback loop because it signals the hypothalamus and pituitary gland to reduce the release of CRH and ACTH. This helps to maintain homeostasis in the body. Now I will be describing the signal transduction pathway of Addison's disease. In Addison's disease, the hypothalamus releases CRH and the pituitary gland releases ACTH like normal. However, in Addison's disease, the adrenal glands are damaged and cannot produce sufficient amount of cortisol, and in some cases, aldosterone, even though ACTH is being released. This leads to a disruption in cortisol production, and then because of the low cortisol levels, this affects the negative feedback loop. Low cortisol levels fail to signal the hypothalamus and pituitary glands to reduce CRH and ACTH production. This ultimately leads to an insufficiency of cortisol and increases levels of ACTH and CRH because the body keeps trying to attempt to get the adrenal gland to produce more cortisol. This disruption in signal transduction pathway will lead to a variety of symptoms, such as fatigue. Because cortisol is essential for maintaining energy balance and responding to stress, a deficiency in cortisol leads to fatigue. Another symptom is weight loss. Because cortisol also plays a role in maintaining glucose levels, low cortisol levels can lead to a poor appetite, ultimately resulting in weight loss. Another symptom is salt craving. Additionally to that, because of the loss of sodium caused by low aldosterone levels, the body will crave salt.